Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Victoria Nanozi. In case you're new here, in case you're old, thank you so very much for keeping by. I'm sorry I've spent a month without posting anything, but yes, we are back. Yes, we are back, and today we are going out to meet a breast cancer survivor. I've wanted to do this for the longest time possible, but failed in one way or the other. But this time around, we are able to meet, and we are going to do that interview. We're going to ask her some few questions here and there about how she found out that she had cancer, and how she went through it, the treatment, and all those other things. Remember, we are in October, and in case you didn't know, October is a breast cancer awareness month. Yes, in case you're there and you've not checked your breasts to know whether you're a man or a woman, you've not checked your breasts to see whether you're fine, please do it. On my Insta stories today morning, I shared something, a way of how to do that, or a way on how to check your breasts. And also there are some hospitals here that are doing those free tests this whole month. I know it's coming to an end, but you can try. You can go to those hospitals. For example, Nakasero Hospital is doing it free of charge. Nakasero Hospital, Uganda, of course. Yes, you can go, although there are some that you pay for, though at a reduced cost. Yes. So let's go out. She's found in Nakauko, and that is where we are heading to. So join me as we go out for this interview, and remember to go and check out your breasts, and remember to do a test on yourself. See you. My YouTube channel. I remember when I was starting this, I told you I would host a breast cancer survivor, and we're already in her home. She's going to introduce herself, but first things first, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yes, just a reminder, we are in October, what most people call a pink month, and what is also breast cancer awareness month. We always get to remember people who have suffered, people who are suffering, and people who are going through breast cancer. And today I decided to host one of my subscribers. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Yes, one of my subscribers. She's, by the way, subscribed to the channel. So if you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? So she's a subscriber, a friend as well, and she's also a breast cancer survivor. So as my contribution to this month, to the breast cancer awareness month, I decided to host a breast cancer survivor, because there's no way we are going to create awareness when we don't even get to host people like this, people who have gone through it, people who are going through it. So we are having her here, and let her introduce herself.
Hello, good to be introducing myself to you. My name is Judith Nakasisero Nkuma. I'm a married woman. This year in December, we'll be making 19 years old in marriage, and we are blessed with many children, 3 biological ones, and very many others that we are proud to be a part of our families. Yeah, and we live here in Kaukugaba. We bless the Lord for the gift of life.
Amen. Oh my god. So Judith, I'll straight away go to the point. When and how did you discover that you had breast cancer?
How did I discover? I was going to give birth to my third born.
Okay.
That is Forever Kwagala. That was in 2010.
Yeah.
It was exactly a week before I went for labor and giving birth. I realized some discharge from one of my breasts, like a milky discharge. So I call my gynae and I tell her, Miriam, this and this happened. So she's like, those things happen at times, but we will check it out after you've given birth. Because I knew my ED date, and I knew like about when I'll be giving birth. So that was it. Now a week exactly, that's when that happened. And then during that week, before I gave birth, I was coming from my bathroom and I realized a red spot on the floor.
Okay.
So I'm like, where did this blood come from? Just like you see, like it's a blood. I'm like, where did this blood come from? So I didn't know. So I just cleaned up and got dressed and went to work. Now in the evening, when I came and was undressing, I realized it was on my bra.
Okay.
So I realized, oh, it must be this breast bringing out that discharge again. But this time it wasn't just a milky discharge, it was a blood discharge. So I called my gyne again and inquired of her, told about the situation and asked her what I should do. So she advised me to see a doctor after birth, because there's nothing they would do before I'd given birth. They wouldn't do a scan, no x-rays, because I was pregnant.
Okay.
So after I gave birth, I was advised to come in after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks of giving birth, I went to see a doctor, and she recommended me to a breast, what do they call them? I don't know the official name of that. The people that work with the breasts. But this doctor specializes in breast treatment, and she knew exactly like what should happen, how the breast is formed, or is it abnormal or something like that. So I went to him, and that was in Mulago, and he told me, he examined and said, oh, what is this situation? I don't understand it. But at times cancer develops from such. Now to me, that was a confession that I didn't want to hear.
I know.
Number one, yes, I'd heard about cancer, but somebody telling me like, this is how cancer begins, I didn't want to hear that.
Sure.
So he gave me some creams and some, it was a cream I think to use, and he said come back later. So that was in 2010, late April or May. So his comment chased me away from him.
I know.
I didn't go back.
Definitely no one would want to hear the news of you having cancer.
I didn't go
I
back.
think it's denial. I should call it. Is it denial? Denying the fact that maybe it's going to happen.
One, I didn't have a swelling. I didn't even know how breast cancer develops or how it comes about. Now just going to the doctor and he says something negative to me was a send off. Don't come back here. So I kept away for 2 years.
What? Oh my God. Okay.
But during those 2 years, I would express the breast, and I realized it would bring out milk and blood. So I didn't feed my baby on that breast. I only used my right hand breast to feed my baby. I breastfed my child for 2 years. Now during those 2 years, my nipple started changing. The time I went to the breast doctor, the nipple was okay. It was just a discharge from the nipple. But now my nipple, the black spot around the nipple was changing. It started getting like, it's not burnt, but it's like became so tender. The skin started changing, as in so tender that it's like you're having a wound and it's healing. So when I would put on my breast, because my bra, my bra, and my bra would get stuck to it.
Oh my God.
So when I would be getting undressed, I would feel the pain. So I realized, this breast is not like improving. Now I have one of the oncologists in the Uganda Cancer Institute, is a friend of mine. So I talked to my gynecologist. She's called Miriam. So she's like, maybe you should go and see Dr. Okuku. So I went and saw this person. He's my friend. I explained to him. Maybe that was a year. I don't even remember which time. But during the 2 years that I didn't go back to the first doctor.
That is 2012 now.
Yes. Now 2012, I contacted my guy and I told her, Miriam, well, after seeing that this breast wasn't getting any better, but within the 2 years before I went back for actual like examinations and whatever, the checkups I usually do, I went to this doctor friend of mine. He's an oncologist in the Cancer Institute. So he did the examinations. It's like, no, you know, there are those hormonal changes. You don't have a swelling. No, don't worry yourself.
Did you tell him that someone had told you before that you have maybe it's cancer?
You don't repeat such words to people.
Okay.
You don't. But the fact that I had gone to the Cancer Institute
Yeah.
meant that maybe he can examine more, maybe analyze more, and just maybe break the other words or the other ones the other doctor had talked about. Because one, he just looked at me. He didn't. We didn't do any X-rays. We didn't do any scans.
Okay.
So to me, it was like, this doctor is negative. How can you tell a patient?
I know.
You know, just like. So I ran away. I didn't go back. So after that 2 years, when I went to the oncologist, and it's like he examined and said, no, Judith, don't worry yourself. It's not what you think. So he prescribed a cream so that I would apply on. So I went, did the applications, but I realized that it wasn't changing at all.
Yeah.
So after the 2 years, I told myself, no, 2012, beginning of 2012, I told myself I need to do something about this. So I called my gyne again. And she told me, no, Judith, you need to go back to that doctor. He's really good. Forget the negative comment he did and just go see him. He's really good and he will help you. So I went back to the doctor. When I went back, he's like, oh, you've hidden yourself from me. You know, you usually have the files, of their patients. He's like, you've been hiding away from me. Oh, that's taken long. And they say, how are you been? So he does an examination. He's like, you're going to go do a scan. Remember the other time I'd just given birth.
Yeah.
So he sent me for a scan, for an X-ray, and then later on, he sent me for a biopsy. Biopsy is where they remove a bit of the affected areas flesh and they examine and let you know. Now, before I even went back, you know, Google gives us some answers.
I know.
So I put in all these descriptions of my nipple, bruised nipple with red spots that don't get healed, blah blah, and then Google tells me it's Paget's disease of the breast, and it's a kind of rare cancer. So that's all I actually Googled and kind of found out. I didn't find out what happens, how you treat ABCD, but I say, oh, rare kind of cancer. By the time I went for my biopsy and I took my results back, definitely when they give you the result sheet, you want to look.
I know.
You might not even understand what they've prescribed or what they've written or their comments, but I did look and I saw Paget's disease. So somehow I knew. Now the examination place where I had that was around Wandegea, and so I needed to take the results to Mulago. So I walked from Wandegea to the main hospital of Mulago, and I was telling God, Paget's disease of the breast, of the breast, Paget's disease, and a rare kind of cancer. I'm like, Lord, one thing I know, I have to see my children's children. Whether you get me through, I don't know where or where I pass, whether I pass over where. You know, I told myself I need to see my children's children. That's all.
Yeah.
So I went back to the doctor. I presented the results as if I hadn't looked at them.
They know.
He's like, oh, this is bad. This is, well, he had also seen, I think I took back all the result sheets in the same time. He's like, oh, it's a cancer, yes. He started explaining I need to go for surgery. Cancer spreads very fast. You should go immediately. We have to do the surgery bit. You know, all these things I'd never thought about it. I'd never, like, you know, you tell like, okay, if somebody has cancer, what happens?
Yeah.
Until it came to me, and the doctor started describing whatever needs to be done. That's when I was like, hey, things are serious. So he tells me we need to do surgery immediately. And that was in, I went in March, and he told me he needed to do surgery. So I told him, okay, let me think about it. Yes, we'll do surgery. I'm okay with that. And he explained what he was going to do. He talked about we talked about reconstruction. That is, after surgery, they can actually do breast reconstruction. And he told me, like, you need to come back after the surgery. You come back for your reconstruction. And I'm like, doctor, I'm not entering theater twice. When you do the surgery, you do the reconstruction. Is that possible? He's like, yes, we have to work hand in hand with the plastic surgeon, get him on board, see what we could do. So we had some time to meet with him, and we discussed what we were supposed to do. And I waited. So they're like, okay, when are you coming in? So I had a very important function in May at my family home. So it was happening in May the 20th.
That is 2012.
2012. I went for examinations. I found about the cancer situation in March. And I had a special function in May. So I told my doctor, I think I'll have to come in May. He's like, but you talked about this. I told you need to do surgery immediately, ABCD. And in my heart I was saying, God, you've kept me for 2 years. I didn't even know what the issue was. But if you kept me for 2 years, I'm sure you're able to keep me until May. Yeah. And I told my doctor in May 21st, the function was on the 20th, it was a Sunday. I booked for my surgery on the 21st. So immediately after that special function that I went to surgery the next day. Yeah. So that's how it happened.
Okay, so when you received that news, how did you share it with your family? Who did you share it with first?
First of all, my husband was aware of what was going on, as in the changes, the changes in the body. He was aware about that. So he was one of the people that first got to know. And then I also told my immediate family, not all of them, my sisters, some sisters that are like, we work together, so we are becoming closer, because others are in different places, and I didn't think like they all needed to know, because one, I realized it's something that I needed all the strength I could get.
Yeah.
One, God gave me courage. God gave me courage, and I wasn't scared. To me, it wasn't a death sentence, because by the time I got to know, and the doctor telling me going for surgery again, after surgery you have to do ABCD, I already had my end plan.
Yeah.
That I told my heavenly Father, I have to see my children's children.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to do it for me. I don't know where I'm going to pass. I don't know whatever the treatment is going to do for me. I need to see my children's children. It's one of those verses in the Bible that I got to love. You see your children's children,
Yeah.
ABCD. And when I got these results, it's what came to me. And I told God, I don't know how, but I have to see my children's children. So that was an encouragement to me. The word of God became an encouragement to me. So I told my immediate family and the people that are here in Uganda, my family members, and like 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I knew they would stand with me in prayer. And then I have a special group. They are called the One Flesh family.
Wow.
They are very special people. They are part of us since we got married. It's a group of members. We are born again. We used to pray in the same church, and we formed a fellowship where we could we could encourage each other towards living a godly marriage,
Yeah.
doing the right thing, uh, directing our children in the right ways to go, as in uplifting, that kind of place where you can't wait to get to this fellowship and
Yeah.
we'd read God's word, we'd have studies, and it was just a family. I knew that I needed to tell, and I told them. So they stood with us in prayer throughout. With us, we still meet in our homes, different homes, even then. And they were very good encouragement, and I bless the Lord because they're still a part of us.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are the people that we told, and our pastor who prayed for us and encouraged us. We got to know, and some other few friends of ours. I can't remember all their names, but I made sure I didn't tell any negative person. Negative person. If I say a negative person, it's somebody who will be like, oh my God, what are they doing?
I know.
It's as if you're dying that time, eh?
Yeah.
So if you tell such a person, they weigh you down.
I know.
Not that they intend to,
Yeah.
but then I didn't need any pitying. I didn't need any sympathy. I needed somebody who could stand with me and say you're able to go through it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd chosen to do.
True.
When I told God, whether you're taking me through surgery or chemotherapy or radiotherapy, whatever the treatments are, you need to see me through. So that's what.
Wow. So take us to the treatment. How was the treatment after? You said in May, immediately after the function, you went for the treatment. How was the treatment?
Now I first had surgery on the 21st of May, 2012. I had a mastectomy of my left breast, and then a reconstruction at the same time.
Yeah.
Reconstruction is whereby they put flesh from another part of your body to formulate the breast in. So that is you don't look as if they've cut off your breast.
Okay.
So I had that in May, late May, mid-May, 21st. So until I got well, until the wound recovered, is when I went for chemotherapy. But it's then that I realized, like, hey, this is a serious issue.
Yeah.
Surgery is a serious issue. I've never gone for surgery. I mean, I've had natural births by God's grace.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what it meant by surgery, having your body opened up somewhere and maybe fixed, and then, I realized, I needed the time to heal. I thought I would be healed in 1 week or 2, and I'll be back on my feet and do my things. I just realized, like, my life was a bit different. Because I remember while I was, I think I stabilized a bit, I wanted to ride a bike. When I tried to climb onto the bike, I realized I didn't have balance. I wasn't balancing. I was like, what is this? So I realized, like, hey, my body had changed a bit. And then, after surgery, my nerves on my left side, in the back where they did their reconstruction stuff, I realized they were so too sensitive. If you touch me like that, I'll be like, oh, don't, it'd be like, it was so sensitive. So I realized, wow, this is a journey, but I had to go through it. I had the faith. I knew God was going to see me through this.
Yeah.
So I kept my faith. I kept believing God. So when the wound was healed,